let's get into a little Q&A. So many people. A lot of wrenches today. Canadian Punk, over 1 million sweat. Yeah, would have bought more, but they wouldn't let me. I would have bought, let me say that again. I would have bought a lot more, but they wouldn't let me. They're like, no, we have a cap for everybody because we don't want a bunch of people, dumping from 12 months to 24 months. So we're just going to spread it all the way out. It's like, well, that makes sense. That's fine. Any thoughts on Gala? I like Gala. I like the games that they're putting out. They look like real games like I would actually want to play. And I owned a bunch of Gala. Unfortunately, it's stuck on, actually, where is it stuck on? Oh, no. I have it on Coinbase. Forget that. So I have some still on Coinbase, and that's what's up. Oh, and also, yesterday when we were talking, I was not in the greatest of moods yesterday. As you may know, I've been going through some health issues and been having some drawdowns and some massive fatigue, but I think we got it all sorted. So things are going good. And yesterday I was talking about the different exchanges that I like. People are asking what exchanges I use because we know the ones that I used to use still have a chunk of my money and crypto. But I said, well, I don't really want to talk about it because I don't want to, whatever else. That was stupid. Here's who I use. There's a link in the description. I know I sound like a broken record, and I put that in a day. It's crypto exchange I'm using in 2022. And there's a link right here. Let me do this. Let's open this up. So this is going to take you to my website. It's Dan Teaches Crypto. It's 100% free. It'll always be free. And these are the 4 exchanges that I'm using. Just so you know, everything I have here is affiliate links. And I talk about the referral bonuses that you get. So I use FTX, and I talk about why I recommend him. I use Kraken. I like Jesse Powell. I like the way I like all his. I follow him on Twitter. You should too. He's a very interesting guy. That's number 2 out of 4. I use Coinbase, and I use KuCoin, and I tell you exactly why. And that's it. That's the 4. That's all I use. So I hope that makes sense. All right. And Zeno says, yeah, keep nothing on exchanges. Exactly right. So that's why, we have this handy dandy rules right here. Number 3 is don't leave any exchanges. Puck Queen says, Robbie, handing out wrenches. Why not? Feeling good today. Congratulations. You're a moderator. Yeah. Let's see. That's what's up. Where'd I go? Lost my way for a second. Okay, here we go. JH has got a good point. Everyone remember that the pain is temporary. If you have your crypto locked up and sells your voyager, do not be ashamed of yourself. Don't be ashamed. When we did this video for 3 Arrows Capital, again, I'm not going to make excuses for anybody, but there was a lot of pretty well-versed, smart people that got caught up in these guys' shenanigans. And I understand now where it all came from. Again, not making excuses, but a lot of people got taken. And then just like the story that we just talked about with Graham Stephan, how many smart Chinese nationals got taken for this same Ponzi scheme where they thought they were buying a house that was going to be built anytime soon. And of course, these developers were taking money from the new people and then putting it into the builders so they could build the houses that were already owed. And then there's a big Ponzi scheme. I mean, these things just happen. So yeah, even I got taken for a little bit. It's just how it goes. Now, the big thing is, when will we get through it? I don't know. But I just know all I got to do is just keep showing up every day. And that's it. Just keep showing up. Never getting revenue was a scam. And look, as well-versed as everybody is here, who here hasn't fallen for some type of scam in some way? It's everywhere. I mean, it's just rampant in this industry. It just is. Question: have you looked into Cardano yet? And if so, why a pass? Did you decide to pick some up? I haven't. I've looked into it. I'm trying to revamp the Dan Teaches Crypto website and put out some more videos over there, just exclusively for that. So that was my next big focus. Also, we're doing that charity obstacle course event for the kids here in El Paso. So I have to go back to the construction site and start rebuilding those things and working with the guys. So that's also taking my time. What's this? Using Coinbase One also for DCA. It's not really a bad deal at all. Also, Coinbase withdrawal fees are not bad at all compared to the exchanges. So Zoltan is talking about the Coinbase One program where you pay like $30 a month and they waive all the fees up to a limit of $10,000 per month that you can trade and buy into. And it works out pretty good. So like if you're DCing every day, that's like $3 a day. If you're doing 6 or 7 different ones, that'll pay for it right there. But someone wrote into me and said that, and as I understand it, Coinbase Pro isn't its own separate entity anymore. It's all converged together. I haven't looked at it, but they were telling me that Coinbase Pro even has lower fees than that for each one. So I have to do a little deep dive into that one. But Coinbase regular is very easy if you just want to do it like that. Just whatever you want to do. Again, I just use those 4. Jay Korn says, I grew up on Tumbleweed Street, El Paso. No, it's out in Zaragoza, Montana area where there's like nothing out there except sand dunes and such. Where are we? Coinbase Pro will be shut down by September. I think it's the website. I don't know if it's still that thing. I'm not for sure. December. Okay. Scam equals sure criminals are monetizing. Sure. Yeah. First time you're live, love your show. Noticed your mood was a little off yesterday. I was really not in a good mood. But so what's happening with that is, as you get older, different hormones in your body start to dissipate. So you got to start taking supplements. So like mine is DHEA. So I just had to start taking DHEA. And then there's another one called Bancatali. What the hell is that thing called? Anyhow, but so yeah, it just was a little bit of a rocky day. But today I feel great. Feel good. You buying the dip, Rob? I'm dollar cost averaging. So every day doesn't really matter for me. It's just the same thing. I don't these days, because I don't know where things are going. I don't know if there's going to be like a big crash coming up like some people are predicting, or it's just going to keep going up like other people predict. So I'm doing a conservative DCA and then waiting till 2023 when I think things will start to chop sideways. But I don't know. And see, that's the thing. Like I'm not smart enough to know exactly where the market's going. So I just look at things and go, well, instead of putting big, huge chunks of money into crypto right now, because I don't know which way it's going to go, I'd still want to put a little bit in. And then in 2025, when the next bull run starts to come about, I'll be happy. I probably paid for Bitcoin at 22,000 and Ethereum under 2,000 and the other things and Solana and Cardano and Polkadot and Algorand and Genso Kishi. So stuff like that. Yeah, I don't feel bad. We all got burned by those people. But again, watch that video about 3 Arrows Capital. It really does open up the mind to exactly what happened and just how and the reason I did that video was because as time goes on, you and I will talk about 3 Arrows Capital like it's like, oh, remember 3 Arrows Capital? Just like the Mount Gox people talk about Mount Gox, like how big it was. I mean, people kind of know it, but they don't really get that story and the feeling. So I made this video about 3 Arrows Capital, and I put it into Dan Teaches Crypto under the safety section as a reminder. So as people come in 2023 and 2024 and 2025, and they start to see these crazy yields come about, or they start to see a bunch of hubris and people, talking negatively about people like, have fun staying poor. And of course, this is going to be a super cycle. It's like, and of course, the people that are always super bullish, regardless of what's going on, they're going to look back and go and watch that video and go, oh, that's exactly what happened in 2022. This is just repeating. So I did that video for a specific purpose to help people moving later on. Mom, the meatloaf. What is she doing? Oh, EOS. EOS had a pump. Good for everybody who owns. I still own some EOS somewhere. Probably not. What about SHIB? What about SHIB? Nice little pump there. I don't know if it's sustainable. What I think about Ergo? I haven't done my research on that. So I'll tell you what I've known a little bit about, and what I don't know. I don't know much about Ergo, so I can't say it. Yeah, that's a good point. Charles Kincannon, health, wealth, and knowledge of self. Your goals are your goals, so go for it. Exactly. Health, wealth, and knowledge. Look, healthy people have hundreds of wishes, and a sick person only has one wish. Just remember that. So be thankful if you're healthy and can walk around and have no issues. Yeah, this is a good point. Darth Mike, and this is one thing I've made mention of before, is that we lived through the Luna, Celsius, and Voyager. This generation of the crypto community have had to weather some hard times, and hopefully has helped them make better decisions for the next one. I got to tell you, this one has been pretty rough. I mean, it's been even rougher than the 2019 crypto winter, because during that time, I mean, at least the exchanges were around. No one got majorly hacked. I mean, they all got hacked a little bit, but you didn't have to worry about total collapse of where you kept your crypto. I mean, people would talk about, take it off on cold storage and be like, yeah, sure, Maxi. But, they were all right coming down to this point. So that's why I'll be one of those. I mean, I'm already one of those people. I think there's been people obviously longer here than me, but in 2023, 4, and 5, I'll still have this same banner, all these 5 rules, and people will talk to me and they'll be like, "This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He just has PTSD from 2017 and 2021," as it happens all over again. Let's see. I don't know. It's just a good day. As my entire beard is white. All right, everybody. I think that's it. Tushar Singla, DC on your channel this Friday. I have to go for some more tests just to make sure everything's in the up and up. So I don't know if I'll be a part of DCA this week again, but I'll talk to Ben and James. That's even if they're not traveling or doing something like that. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. So again, check out, what was the big thing? Check out the Sweatcoin. And of course, look into bitcoin.com. 100%. Those are free, high quality charts that you can use just to pick your spots. But that's it for today. So look, thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much. Hit the like on your way out. That always helps, apparently. YouTube seems to like that. All right, adios.